Hey, what is up guys, it's Emenalus, and welcome back to Noben 90. Now, first of all, I'm very sorry that I wasn't actually able to upload anything last week. If you haven't been following my community posts on YouTube recently, I actually ended up getting sick with the flu, and I was actually down from the grid for quite a few days. And by the time I was actually getting better, I was still having a little bit of some symptoms that would prevent my recordings being as great as possible. And because it ended up taking so long that if I tried to push in a video by the end of the week, it would have been a very, very hard thing to do. So I decided to take the week off instead, and also give myself the chance to really just think on things. But luckily, today we're finally able to get back into it. So as I have said before, I honestly have no idea how far we'll be getting today. I don't even think we might even be able to get a level today, because we only have this 1 amp here, and leveling from 78 to 80 is gonna be without any quests to go on. I actually did look on Flyffipedia for double checking, and indeed there are no quests for us to go on until level 80, so we're pretty much stuck on what we have right now. But regardless of that, I'm feeling at least a little bit hopeful that with enough commitment and effort, we'll be able to get to 80 fairly quickly, but that will depend heavily on whether we'll be able to find some company to play with, and also whether I am able to be productive enough. But either way, I guess with that being said, we got lots of work to do today, so I'm gonna go straight ahead and start looking for a party. And apparently we already found one, but we don't have any kind of a duo to go with. There is another party here at least. I can try joining them for the time being and ask them if it's okay if I stay here. Because I'm gonna at least want to secure myself a party, even if I didn't find myself a partner to play with. And with that being said, I guess what I should do here now is that I'm gonna start looking for a partner by saying 78 Blade looking for a 59 plus FS and /Samey. And with that, I hope somebody will be responding to that call for support. But if not, I think we are able to go through on our own as well. Alright, thank you very much. Alright, so we have at least a party secured this week, so we are not looking at a complete loss like the last couple of weeks we've had. But I think we'll have to see about that then, honestly. Maybe we're gonna get kicked out, maybe we won't find another party afterwards. Who knows? I saw you hit their Hex deck. Thank you very much, buddy. Man, he's so good at spotting me, I swear to God. We got lucky on this pro compartment, but whether we're gonna be able to find a partner or not is gonna also play a big role, because we know how important the partners have been to us so far, and I don't think we can even get to 79 today unless we get a partner to play with. To be honest, I'm honestly having a little bit of a thought here whether it would be better for me to basically just skip over to 80. I mean, I think on this episode specifically, there is something I'm gonna show you, because I think I'm moving on to my next enemy type. But beyond that, it's just gonna be the same thing, me grinding the same things over. So unless I find myself a meaningful partner to play with, I don't really know if it's so exciting for you guys to be watching me just do the same enemies for two levels and not do anything particularly interesting. But hey, that's up to you. Just let me know in the comments below. Do you think I should show all the episodes and cut just all the little bit of a boring and unnecessary parts away, but still keep all the progression there, or should I just make a little bit of a summary what happens between 78 and 80 and then move on to the actual next piece of content that will be coming for us? It'll probably still contain some grinding in the end, because we're talking about quests that are not always going to level me, but at least it won't be just grinding for the next few episodes, because that's what this is really taking me on at this point. Hey, wait, this guy is a level 65 ringmaster. Hey, are you a support ringmaster? I could have a partner right now. No, battle ringmaster. Ah, okay. Just looking for a partner. Leveling do be a little tough without your own little friend to follow. Good luck with your leveling, though. I mean, I guess I could do with the battle ringmaster too. I mean, it's better than nothing. I think they have some buffs, but they certainly would not have focused on buffs that would actually benefit me too much. So I think it's gonna be a little bit of a mixed match of a experience of whether they're gonna be worth it to me or not. And besides, I think they're gonna be leveling faster as an AoE than me with trying to level them as a 1v1, honestly. Our level gap is not that big at this point, and honestly, AoE at the early levels is just insane. But well, I guess I'm gonna continue shouting for a little bit, and if I don't find anyone in just a few minutes, I guess I'm just gonna go straight into the grinding part, in the hopes that Gehi here is gonna keep me in the party. Who knows, maybe I found something nice to keep for myself. Historic Big Axe 2 million. I'm pretty sure I can sell that a bit higher than that. That's even a +5. That's a joke, to be honest. I've seen like those axes go for like 5+, even clean, so I have pretty good expectations out of that. Also, since I am in this moment, I actually decided to also talk about this. I think I'm gonna be talking about this also in a community post, maybe before this upload. But I've also been thinking about actually making it a weekly thing for me to be making this series and like leave the guides on the side a little bit of an extra and not as something that's gonna intervene with my schedule with these gameplay series. Because as much as I do love making guides and as much as I feel like they're equally as important to my channel, I really feel like because my guides don't have as much of a time ticking in the back, whereas this series is like something everyone's always waiting for an episode, and it always like seems to really just bum people when I say that there's not gonna be an episode this week because I got a guide. I was thinking that maybe a better approach for the time being, because we still have a lot of episodes to go through, like honestly, even like with my current upload speed, we're gonna be doing this for like 2 months still probably, before I even get to level 90. So I was thinking that maybe it's a better idea if I just uploaded every single week, and what extra time I have, I would just invest on other videos, whether it would be Moonlighter series or it would be the actual guides. And by the time that the gameplay series for both Moonlighter and this are just over, then I can just wholeheartedly just focus on guides while working on something else in the background. And those are some cheap B cards. Let me tell you. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna start selling B cards, man. This is insane. 5 million for B cards. Peace. Like, okay. I need to actually look. Am I actually screwing myself over? Or is this actually cheap? 10 million, 50 million. I'm willing to say 5 million is still a profit. I can sell these for just under 10 million. Maybe even 9 million, and I would still get a huge profit. Like 5 million a card? Oh boy, that looks great, man. But yeah, that's also like what I partially meant with like thinking over what I'm doing. Because as much as I do love making videos, there's also like the thing I need to also consider what is priority. And as long as I have this leveling series going, I'm actually gonna be very stuck with making them, and that's like a very big chunk of my time taken away. Like honestly, for me not being able to focus on guides properly, and me just trying to scram them in just 1 week is actually a little bit tough. And I honestly don't think I'm so happy with the quality of my most recent guides. Like, I could probably do better if I had more time. Which brings me to the point where I actually want to focus on the series while people are still so excited about them. And once I got the time to actually focus on the guides, I can make them better. And also focus on like other videos that like could transition me to on a more larger spectrum than just Flyff. So that just like spring that thought. But again, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? You think this is a good idea? I mean, I think you're a bit biased because you guys are like faithful followers of the series. Thank you so much for watching all this so far. But assuming that you guys like both, if you were to like both, would this arrangement be more pleasant to you, or would you still prefer if I actually stuck to my videos in the normal way? But alright, it seems like there is no player for me to play with, sadly, at the current moment. I guess that's how it is sometimes. Let's go see how we're gonna do for an hour without anything running in the background. I think what I could do, though, is because I have so many upcut stones, I think I could actually stick to those instead. But to be honest, should I really waste my upcut stones now? Upcut stones aren't exactly cheap. Well, I could also buy a low upcut stones. They're not worth like that much in the end. Oh, and also buff pang is now no longer accessible. It's like 75. So I'm actually completely dependent on other ringmasters for me to get some buffs. But okay. So what I think I'm gonna do for the time being is that I'm just gonna go straight ahead and go with the buffs and see how that's gonna affect my XP gains here. It looks like, though, that today is gonna be a little bit rough. Okay, without buffs, it seems that my attack speed is gonna be 96.5% thanks to Berserk, and my damage and hit rate is still pretty fine. 29% critical chance with Angel, so you know, buffs don't really like make my life that much harder, like without them. But it sure does like take away a lot for me because I don't get extra damage or anything like that. And I'm a little bit squishier, of course. Okay, let's see. Upcut stone. Yeah, so for normal upcut stones, it would be just solid F coins, and I don't have any, sadly. But low upcut stones, I think I could do those. I'm gonna buy a couple of... Wait, what do you mean this limited time offer? Oh, I think it has to do with like the... Maybe this is like a daily limit, like 20 per day. Well, I guess I'm gonna buy a couple for the time being. And I'm gonna use those to power my leveling a bit. And I guess I'm gonna use also the chance to power up these other power scrolls that are still not properly upgraded. And then turn those to my proper tools. Okay, let me see here. Can I get myself anything nice from these playtime rewards? Ugh, eat cotton candy. Connection series, probably some pills. Rockets, don't need those. And total connection is already done. Premium total connect. Yeah, there's another premium here right now. You can buy an additional connection ticket for 15 on FC. Over 10 bucks. Not worth it if you ask me, but then again, I'm not a spender type, so I don't know. I guess it's more value than just buying stuff regularly. You know, another thing I also wanted to try out is what happens if I actually max out sneaky attack or sneaky strike. Sorry, strike. Because I mean, the end conclusion I came to is that it doesn't really matter what I do with my points because I have so many points that I'm gonna get everything I want anyway. So what happens if I actually max this out? This is skill actually pretty fast. There's still that little break in between when you engage with that attack, so I'm not really sure about that. Anyway, let me just put on the low upcut stone and the regular power scroll, and this should get me to pretty decent damage here. Yeah, I'm still doing like near 10k crits when I'm lucky. But also, let me actually take this chance to also like gauge my damage here or my XP gains here, just to like make the maximum out of this. So now my berserker just ran out and I'm at 23.3%. Let's give this a minute and see how much XP we can get. And then after that, we're gonna go try out our XP gains at Watankas, which is gonna be the next enemy type I'm gonna be facing. And whichever gives me more XP in a minute, I think it's gonna be a very good example of like which one is gonna be a better place to level in. I think for now though, I think I'm actually gonna do this twice. I'm gonna actually do Berserk twice before this, and then I'm gonna go do that the same on the Tankas and see which one gives better XP. The one that gives better obviously means it's a better grinding spot, and then I'm just gonna stick there and level for the rest of my being until I get to Decayed Mines. To be honest, Silent Strike might actually be worth it now that I have no quick step, because now that like my movement is a lot slower, but like my quick step doesn't like account to Silent Strike at all, I guess like the gap that I get to close with this skill now is actually worth it. Oh, actually messed up there. I don't actually know how long my Berserk has been inactive. Let me do that again. But we got 0.32% XP from like that roughly 1 minute. So let me start from 23.6269 and go from there. Yeah, okay, I pretty much still scored about 0.32% from that, or 0.3115 to be exact. So I would actually believe that the XP I got earlier is actually very accurate. So total we got about 0.63% or 0.64%. So let's give another shot at the Tonkas and see how much XP we get from there. And I think because we don't have global attack for this, is actually a very good thing, because we get to actually gauge this now. And regardless of how much the global attack fluctuates, we know which one is better for us overall. Right, let's see whether this is a good spot. This one is a good spot. Okay. So I'm gonna start from there and see how much we can do in just 1 minute. Go, Noben, go! Man, the damage drop is insane though. But so are the XP gains. I just got 0.042 from that. I was at 23.94. Keep that in mind. So when the kill speed dies off, I should still be getting pretty impressive XP. Just from the XP gain doubling. Yeah, we pretty much already like went in par with the XP gains I got from Mush Boy. And we are still like going through still. We already got 0.33. And that's like 0.37, 38. So, yeah, there is a pretty distinctive XP gain bonus from Mush Boy at level 78. I think level 77 would have still been a little bit of, like, you know, cutting it a little bit short. But with that being said, I think Watankas have a clear advantage here. So I'm gonna be sticking to Watankas from here on out. But indeed, having no partner is gonna make this a little bit sad. I think what I should do is that I should probably just, like, stick to fighting myself another party or fighting myself a partner regardless. Maybe if I did have some sort of a, notification system, or if I like had some way to advertise, but when I'm here right now, there exactly isn't anyone to advertise with, sadly. Like, I'm way too far from city and nobody's gonna see my messages unless I'm at the city. So I think I'm gonna spend the first hour without a partner and try again once my things run out. Running this Watankas without buffs is actually pretty dangerous already. Like, you can already notice I'm still running a Recorn set, and I'm still taking pretty damn good beating out of these Watankas. Don't even get me started on like how bad this would be if I was actually wearing Comet. I would be taking at least 1500 damage, and I would also not have the extra HP. I would be at, I don't know exactly how much, but I'll be missing 15% roughly. So that's gonna be like at 3.5k. So basically, I'm not much short of like getting 2-shot without buffs. if I had comment set. So yeah, at this point, I'm happy that because Noben is a solo character that I did not go for comment set. And I mean, it works for him better anyway because he has no attack speed to begin with. But right, it also seems like my Angel is not doing so hot right now. Only 40 minutes left on energy. So I think also like when my Angel starts running out, I think that's a cue to also start going back. That or dying in this place. Which might not be completely far-fetched because of how ridiculously strong these guys are. But man, it's already been 6 minutes. Only got 2%. Leveling without a partner is gonna be a big pain in the ass. And I'm reserving my amp until I find myself a partner, if I can. Because there's no better way to like make use of the XP at this point. Since Decane is gonna have so much bonus XP, I do intend to use it beforehand because I rather have balanced good XP across all the board rather than just rush out like a certain level area. But it really depends on my luck here. Whenever I get myself a good partner to play with for the next hour, that's when I'm gonna use it. I'm actually gonna still keep shutting in chat. I mean, I know it's a very far-fetched thing to try to accomplish. But there could be the off chance of somebody looking for a partner and they're just like actually scouring around looking for a partner to play with. So the off chance that somebody does actually notice this, it would be very nice. Man, getting like 0.04% XP though at this point just feels like heaven. Even though it's been with the amp, so the XP gains have been much better back then. But without the amps, the XP gains would have been even more horrible. But also lacking a partner has made it so that my XP gains are a lot worse than they actually could be. So I think I might actually retreat into looking for a partner a little bit more actively. Like, I don't care even if I like lose some of my upcut stone or my power scroll. It's like these things are like expendable anyway, and they are basically just like, you know, taking my space unless I'm actually using them. But I think it's a more valuable thing for me to actually have a partner to play with, so I think I'm gonna actually take more frequent visits to the town just to fix this up. And in the meantime, I guess I'm just gonna go and feed my angel or get myself an extra pet feed. Yeah, 10 minutes and 3%. Imagine, I'm getting only like 20% per hour at this rate. And that's not gonna get us a level now, is it? Yeah, I'm actually gonna go back real quick. Take a little bit of a check-in, just to try and see if I can find a partner to play with. Depending on how good they are, at least I have some time to really consider whether it's worth using an amp on them or not. And even if I had no amp, just 3 hours of just having it buffs, I might actually barely make it to level 79. Like seriously, Ringmaster is gonna make that so much easier. Whoa. Angel Axe clean 90 million? Bro, I wish I had the money right now. I missed it on a great deal, let me tell ya. It seems like there's no way I'm getting anyone right now. I've been looking for like 10 minutes. I guess I really have to come back later. I guess I'll sell whatever I have now and go back into it. You know, this ain't exactly gonna stop me, but this is a pretty big hit in the head, let me tell you. Like, there isn't a way out of this at this point. Like, this sucks. With all honesty. The things I'd do if I saw Buff Queen online again. But it seems like their time of reign is over now. Hey, think you could share some buffs with me? Sweet, thank you. Can I come again for some more if I run out? You're recording now. Oh, I've been found out. Yeah, you can come. Appreciate it, thank you. Good luck with leveling. Man, I swear, I cannot go anywhere without anyone recognizing me anymore. This is insane. But well, we got some buffs at least. We did not get bonus XP, but we did find some buffs, so I think that counts for something. I don't know, it's not that much, but it's definitely much easier now. Wait, did I miss Quickstep? I guess I gotta go back to them later and see if they actually had a Quickstep or not. Maybe they missed it. Seems like they also did not have beef up, but they were playing as Ranger, so I guess that isn't too surprising. Missed some important ones here, but oh well. Honestly, all of this even is very, very welcome. Very welcome. Little less of a death hazard, a little more capable as a fighter. But well, let's at least make the most out of this half hours that I have at least. Maybe I'll go look for a partner again once the half hours goes out. Until then, I guess I'm gonna stick to the buffs that Bukarapani gave me. Big shout out to them for being such a kindred spirit though. Although I guess I would count as a little bit of cheating. Well, at least the least I could do is still keep shouting in case somebody's looking for a partner to play with. But yeah, if this doesn't get fixed by the next hour, I'm pretty sure by then that I won't be leveling on this video. It'll be the first video on the whole series where I don't get a single level. But yeah, I gotta say at least, like, if you have to, like, stick to the positives, at least we did end up getting a change of scenery today. And there is still plenty of time for us to maybe turn this whole thing around and maybe get ourselves a partner to play with and make this leveling experience a little bit more pleasant. But honestly, I'm not gonna like jinx on that until I know for sure. I might as well very well be stuck without any kind of partner for the next 2 hours, and that's gonna be a bad thing. But not really much I can do about that, I suppose. But well, if nobody does actually turn up to help me, then I guess what that means is that I just gotta like brace myself for the idea that I'm just gonna be getting myself some hard-earned 20% per hour EXP gains. But that is not the end of the world. I've been through worse. All we gotta do is just like, you know, be patient and at least make most of this situation, because if you're just sitting around doing nothing, then that's not gonna get us anywhere. I mean, come on, we already got 6%. That's something. Man, even getting myself like 30% today is gonna make me very happy. That's gonna be like a big-ass run out of the way. And I think if you just like stick with this, even if I need partners, I should be able to barely get there. Maybe even make 50% pretty easy if I get my buffs from elsewhere. Well, it's already been almost 10 minutes. I guess I'm just gonna go back for the buffs once I'm like reaching that 1 minute mark or something. Just so I don't have to keep the person waiting. Oh, what? Hey, you're not 59. Well, I guess somebody else called me by accident. What can I do for you? Oh, I'm a fan of your YouTube vids. Oh, thanks. You guys are awesome for real. Always love to hear from you. I just want to add you so I can see if you're going live. Well, yeah, I'm actually recording right now. Feel free to send your condolences to the video world if you want to. Oh. I might be dead. Why the random disconnections? Please, not now. Get me in, don't kill me. Okay, we're safe, Sorry, got a random disconnection. Shout out from Philippines. That's good to me. Shout out there. We have new private service, you should check it out. It's called Endless Flyff. Oh, okay. Well, I'll consider checking it out if I have the time to. Thanks for watching my series, though. It wouldn't be the same without you all. Leveling is hard, but your support makes it all the more worth it. Now, I suppose the person I found earlier is not here anymore, sadly, so I guess I cannot, like, rely on them for buffs anymore. And I'm not really set up for going back to town yet, sadly, because the current situation kind of, like, doesn't support it. If I go to town too frequently, then I'm just gonna be taking away from my XP gains. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna turn up when my scroll and upcuts then run out. I guess I'll go back in about 20 minutes. We'll work with our buffs until then. Maybe get to like 35%. I mean, even 12% would be just better than nothing, I suppose. As for the guy earlier, I do appreciate the sentiment, but if it's all you're gonna do is just talk about your server, then I don't know if I'm gonna be all that into that. Well, I'm putting my goal to 35% for now, until the scroll and the app cutscene runs out. Maybe I go a bit beyond, at least I hope that will be the case, but we'll have to see about that. EXP is not gonna come on its own after all. Alright, so that pretty much marks the end of my consumables here. I just got to 37%, which is a little bit higher than I was expecting, honestly, and I'm pretty happy about that. So my assumptions of getting about 20% per hour is pretty accurate. Although that might be subject to change if I do find someone to play with. But I'm not gonna hold my fingers too crossed here because this is a pretty hard thing to do so far apparently. But my hope lies in the idea that I'll be able to find myself someone to play with and make this leveling journey a little bit easier for both of us. Both me and the person I'm leveling. At this point, I'm not even as bothered by the ringmaster missing or like the boss missing. I'm actually more bothered by the XP distribution because as long as I don't have anyone around me, then I cannot benefit from the contribution XP bonus. And I wish there was a way for me to fix that. It all depends on whoever I can find to play with. If I can find any. Getting a little bit sad though. This is not looking so much into my favor so far. Yeah. I've been shouting for quite a few minutes already, so I feel like I should not be spending too much time doing this now. I guess I'm just gonna move ahead and just go back to leveling because me just staying here in town, shouting desperately for help is gonna be a lot more wasteful than just getting stuff done on my own without any help, so might as well just make most use of my time if I'm not gonna find anything here. So let me just go sell this trash that I found, which should be worth quite a bit, and let me get back into the grind then. The saving grace is, though, that I actually double-checked just in case, I wasn't really sure anymore, but there was one thing we can do at level 79, and that's the continuation to the Nvidia's quest line. I think that did cross my mind before, but I wasn't completely sure whether it was 80 or 79. But at 79, we can do a couple of quests, but that's only gonna get us another 25%. So we're still gonna be stuck a lot with questing for the next couple levels. So we really have to be prepared for this. And I might be honestly stuck here at the Tonkus for quite a while now. Well, before we go though, I guess I could ask for buffs. Hey there, could I inconvenience you for some buffs? They stopped doing anything. They're staring down into the void. And they're gone! What the heck just happened? What? What? Oh, hey. Welcome back, buddy. Oh, Jesus. Got second diamond DC. Oh, yeah, happened to me twice already, too. Don't know what's up with the service today. Rest easy, I totally get you. The servers do suck sometimes here. Really appreciate you doing this much for me, though. Thanks, I'll be on my way. Have a nice Tuesday. Well, that's good, a 15-minute kickstart. That should be getting us an easy few percentage. And now we're properly buffed. Quick step and everything. Oh boy, let's get this show on the road. 50 minutes of just pure blissful grinding. What else could I ask for? This is the best feeling ever. Hopefully somebody will just miraculously turn up on my hands at this point, once I'm done with this. I've also been on a rumble while I was looking through the shops. I was also looking for like these specific set pieces. Because I just got myself an AoE Ringmaster finish when I was streaming last week. And I'm gonna need to like basically look for a certain set pieces for me to get further with that. Sadly though, haven't been able to find any good offers recently though. So I'm just like shuffling through shops frequently. Just to find one of those that I need. Oh god, this guy's taking a lot. I think I'm switching channels for the time being. I need to play as untainted as possible. Oh, but YouTube. Oh yeah, don't mind me. I was just looking for a different channel because leveling on my own is hard enough anyway. I watch your videos. Oh, that's cool. Hope you like them. Man, that's already like 3 callouts today. That's insane. Yeah, I liked it. Keep it up, man. Doing my best. Not having the best luck now, though. Had god-awful luck with partners today. Been shot like 3 times already. Got a party, but nobody to play with this time. Oh, wait, did your party leader go AFK? Oh, Jesus. No, 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 not now. And nowadays, I think only few people are on this tier and some are on high levels. For sure, a lot of people get exhausted past 70. Even just reaching 60 might be the calling out point for people. But gotta keep my eyes open. I really need those levels after all. And just having someone around makes that contribution EXP so much more useful. Say, do you happen to have a slot in your party? Never mind the buffs, just having someone around just really makes the XP better. Good luck on looking for a new partner. Yeah, thanks. Hope I won't have to return to town too often. With worse luck though, I might not even level today. Yeah, I guess the leader left. I guess I'm gonna leave here myself. Look for another one. Road to 160. Hey, are you accepting solos? Except for the worst. See, I got to go. Alright, cheers, man. Have a nice Tuesday. Man, really unlucky today, it seems. I mean, just having this guy in the party, even if he didn't meet all the time, just having one person would be just really nice. Cheers. And even that is something. 46p. But like 0.020. I mean 0.0020. Oh my god. Please, no. No, not this. Oh my god, that's the third disconnection today. You remember when the Ringmaster earlier was complaining about it? Yeah, this has been happening a lot now. And the problem is, that might be the death of me. If I don't finish a Watanka by myself, they're gonna kill me while I'm like disconnecting. Because I'm gonna be stuck in a loop between actually like not able to act, but my character's still gonna be there for quite a while. Like especially on those fast disconnections, sudden disconnections. So one of those enemies could rip me to pieces while I'm just doing that. And that's not good. Sorry, I disconnected. Is it cool if I stay? Oh, they're running pretty low on party buffs too. I mean, on party points. Party's ending. Yeah, I noticed. You're the only one around though. I appreciate it, even if it's just for a little bit. At least now with buffs, global attack, and the bonuses, at least I'm killing Vatangas now like fairly fast. Like this is almost like double performance compared to what I had before. Even if it's just for a few minutes, I'll be doing impressive damage and impressive EXP gains. Only thing missing now? Contribution. Yeah, I would not use this skill unless I had like no quick step at all. Without that, that doesn't really seem like worth the effort of using Silent Strike. So I guess I'm just sticking to normal movement for now. But I might need Silent Strike soon enough. At least I did find a use for it though. But only in very niche conditions, which I usually don't end up in. But well, on that note, I hope I'll be getting to 60% now. And today's goal, I suppose, would be 80%. I guess that would make sense. And if I can find myself a partner, then maybe I'm actually gonna go for the level. I mean, I have like enough spare time that I can probably like score a level. And maybe I like go a bit beyond even 10 PM, if not the worst case scenario. But just having the chance to really just like, you know, make up for the lost time would be very nice. Because right now I'm just feeling kind of like down in the dumps in a bit. Well, not down in the dumps, like I'm not that depressed about it, but Like, really, just because, like, my ambition is always that I want at least level 1s in these videos. Just having no partner and that preventing me from doing that just kind of sucks. So if I get the opportunity, I really want to stick on to that. Because progression means a lot to me. For now, though, experience are pretty nice. Ugh, Catria helmet. Yeah, I'm just gonna vendor that immediately. Like, seriously. Chester set with skill damage. Nobody is going to want this. Especially when the Chester's only AoE comes at level 100. And people who have talked about it before say that Chester AoE sucks. So that's that. I have no reason to hold on to this. Disgusting. Nobody's gonna buy it, even for like 100k. Like, that's just how bad it is. I'm just gonna vendor it for the vendor price. Even that's gonna be better than any player's gonna pay me. Well, the cheer buff sure did come in handy while it still lasted though. That was very nice. Been finding a lot of people at least today. Nobody to partner up with, but very nice people to just like hang around with and just talk a bit. Really just to make up for a little bit of lost time and a little bit of awkwardness that is caused by me just not finding anyone to play with. And I mean, really, I feel kind of bad because I don't think that unless I find myself a partner, this is going to be a very quiet episode. I think this might be one of the few episodes that actually go under an hour in the worst case scenario. I don't know for sure, but if I don't find any, it's really hard to really just like talk by myself and really just talk about what's going on because, like, you know, we've gone through everything basically. There's not really much else for me to teach anyone at this point aside from the new content that comes past 80, but aside from that, I'm just like completely just like done. Oh, sorry, I didn't need a slot for my ringmaster. Oh, that's okay. No party anymore, I suppose. Party fee. I don't know what the party fee stands for, but I guess it's better than nothing. This must be a party that's been running normally before, but the leader must be FK. So I'll stay here, and once the buff runs out, I guess I'm just gonna look for another party to be in. Well, it seems like my buffs are finally starting to run out too. And there it went. Lonely Maximum Noben. Back on the menu. Oh. Now they're just kicking everyone. Guess they're selling the party or something. Or preparing for a guild run. Oh. Another party emerged. Oh, that already got filled? Oh, damn, they're quick. Damn. Alright, well, guess there's no place for me to be in it now, sadly. Yes, not Yorny room. Let me actually try to join this one. Hey. Are you running active right now? Hey. I was not, but I just came back. Oh, cool. Was wondering if you'd be interested in playing trio. Fellow 78 played myself. Training at Vatankas and desperate for company. Really hope they would be up for it. Give me a shout when you need buffs, sure. Ah, not up for leveling yourself? I'll happily give you a ringmaster spin though. Just about anyone would make me very happy. I will level a bit, but I'm at the 50% activeness until in about 1.5 hours. Oh, don't worry about it. I can take care of your ringmaster if you like, no problems. Well, the deal's on the table. You know where to find me. My ringmaster is my left hand, Lamar. You mean that figuratively or literally? Oh, I run dual monitors too. Really appreciate it though. Wasn't really sure if I'd get myself any company like this, but I'm glad I tried. Really, I don't know what you're up to, but I'm over here if you need any company while you're being a little AFK. And feel free to join me. The contribution XP would be really nice. Well, good luck with work, or whatever you're up to. I'm cooking a bit, yeah. Cooking? On the PC? You got a remote kitchen or something? I'm sitting down and checking out check the food every minute. Oh, I see. I can relate to you there. Unless I need to actively fry something. I tend to be the same with pasta. That's a long time to be cooking, though. What you making? Sauce plus pasta, yeah. Mmm, one of my favorites. I make it quite frequently. Oh, you're cooking, eating, and putting your daughters to sleep. After that, you can sit down. Ah, makes sense. Can't blame you there, then. How old's your daughter? Can't be too old if you have to check her to sleep. I mean, she would be old enough to put herself to sleep, but they needed some attention too. And she's 7. I figured it would be anywhere between 4 and 8 myself. Can't really understand though, if you're employed full-time, it can be hard to make up time for them. Seeing to bedtime might be one of those few treasure moments to bond. Actually, I'm okay in that department. I'm off work 1 week and put the 80 hours in the other week. Oh, I see. If you don't mind me prying, how's the conditions? Is it the mother's turn to take care of her on your weeks out? Well, since everyone's joining, I'll use skills. Sounds good. Well, that's comforting then. Must be really nice to be in touch with your daughter after a whole week of working. Man, this part is really just like filling up suddenly. It's crazy. Sure went from 0 to 100 in just a few seconds. Guess that's one of the merits of being full scrolled. He is fully unsparing though, considering he's actually spending money on that stuff probably. But I guess he's like in a position of life that he doesn't really care whether he's like spending seconds on his red scrolls or not. But usually I don't use skills when I'm halfway and no one joins. Of course, points are expendable. Better use them when they count. Not that I came here for those anyway. You mind if I run across you for rebuffs? Cheers. I can also stick to the area you're in, if you don't mind the physical touch. Would be more convenient for the both of us. It's fine. That sounds good. Alright, I'm here. Oh, historic axis. Interesting. You gear up, honestly. Definitely not looking for the maximum benefit here. Yeah, they're pretty much run down here, it seems. Cheers. I personally prefer small Watankas because going past 7 levels gets a bit rough. I found it a bit more productive that way. But I think this place holds 2 players a bit better. He's doing insane damage though for somebody with just basic rundown gear. But I guess that comes from someone that has red scroll on him. It gives an insane boost. I usually start at small but end up here. I mean, I probably would at 79 plus usually. But one's gotta be flexible. Well, I guess I find myself a partner in the end. In the most surprising way possible. But man, I'm taking it, dude. This is like really awesome. Found someone to talk to. Really, a really nice guy. And also just, you know, getting to also get buffs on the side. Like it's a dream come true at this point. So why no Ringmaster if you have 2 screens? Oh, that's a little bit of an interesting story. You see, I usually do run 2 screens and have a Ringmaster with me. But I wanted to take up a challenge how it would be like to live on my own. To be myself to be effective whether I had a partner or not. Made myself a reliable 1v1 build and all that. I wanted to see how difficult it would actually be to look for company. Well, there's actually a couple reasons. You could chop off one hand to make it harder, but we don't do that either. That's true. Well, my reasons would probably exceed that of a regular player. One of the more common reasons would probably be that I'm batshit crazy. I like challenging myself way too much. Ooh, that's looking bad. I'm gonna let them respond to that. Me and Noben are leveling with trees, so not really, but apparently he's batshit crazy. I don't dare kick him more. Insane in the membrane. Oh man, I love that energy. I love that energy. You would have been sleeping well next night if you did. What a great guy, dude. But well, aside from conventional matters, I'm actually here to encourage newbies. I do get called out often, but I'm actually a YouTuber. I figured by the when is your next video comment by someone. Wait, what? Did somebody say that? Wait, hold up. When did somebody say that? What? I did not see anything. One more text to go in a party. Totally missed that. Sorry if the person in question is in the party. Oh yeah, Copsy. Oh, I found it now. Oh gosh. Well, like I was about to say, I'm kind of known around, but of course I'm not assuming everyone will. I've gotten called out like 3 times today. It's crazy. Actually, that makes it the 4th time. Not that I intend to shut myself out or anything, but I just felt like I wanted to be honest with you. You were so caring as to keep me here, so you deserve as much. I don't think I've watched a Flyff video ever, but I might have to later. Really, don't push yourself into it. My community is filled with crazy oddballs. Did I expect people to watch 1-hour episodes of me just playing the game from start to finish? No. Yeah, you don't get mad money though. Oh, I don't give a damn about the money. Sure, I might earn some now, but not that I find it important. I'm just making content because it makes me and others happy. But anyways, it's a long-running series on my channel. And the point I've spent on hands-down practical experience to also show how a veteran would play. And teach a few tricks on the way. I'll check it out after. Feel free to. I won't judge you if you cannot last longer than 20 seconds. It's a long series, trust me. If you talk as much as you write, I probably won't. Why do you think my videos are that long? Well, I cut some unnecessary bits away, but it wouldn't be the same without the talking. I appreciate your honesty though. I made a bunch of guides too, if that was up your alley. But that's your choice to make. But either way, the point of the series, on top of just educational matters, is there to just prove a point. Flyff is a game about building a character just the way you like it. And a lot of people tend to throw it around that playing this game without a support is plain impossible. Really helpful, yes, but I think impossible is a little bit too far. It's not, but it makes life easier. That's the thing. But most veterans don't tend to be that specific about it. And I don't want that to be that one thing that deters new potential players from coming back to it. That the immediate requirement is that you're ready to start multiple accounts to play. It slows down for sure, but we're all free to make our own decisions, I guess. I'd just rather that people made the choice themselves, rather than that being the first thing you have to do as you introduce yourself to the game. Like, sure, make your beginner mistakes on your first character and learn from them. But having it shoved into your face is a different matter. Well, you sure are sounding like a very average Flyff player, but you had to start from somewhere. I mean, this one is my first character in Flyff U, but I did play a long time ago, like most of us, I assume. Definitely. The countless amounts of comments I get from people that they used to play a decade ago always warms my heart when I hear from them that I got them to come back, even if it's for a little while. But there have been completely new players too. Not as often, but people do discover the game through me too. Whether they find similarities to games like Ragnarok, or maybe their friend got them into the game and came looking for information. When you're the centerpiece of attention, you get a lot of different types of traffic coming your way. Yeah, I probably played all those old games. Same here, even if it was just for a few hours. I remember Ragnarok as a game which I went to level 15 a couple times and left it there. I think the MMOs I used to play the most in my childhood were this, Shaya, and WoW. This is the only one I ended up sticking up to though. Been sailing the waters of Flyff for much longer than I'd like to admit. Never liked WoW too much, usually just did Flyff for a solo brain off grinding. Oh, I get that. I was a little too young to appreciate WoW to its full extent in the past. But with the emergence of Classic, I kind of understood what I had missed out on. Alright, we'll need rebuffs, but yeah. You do your own thing, unless you can do that much. Thanks. See you soon. Honestly, at this point, I wasn't even expecting any company anymore, but this ended up being a very pleasant surprise to have. Not only someone that just like being my support, but also somebody that I can actually level with, to fight with, and also really just an overall nice guy, gotta say. Like, he really seems to be very laid back and chill. And I can really appreciate that. Guess I might have a shot at reaching level 79 after all. Guess I'm gonna give my best at my last hour. With buffs and a company, I should prevail. But now, I guess I'm getting the contribution XP now, I suppose. Almost 6%. Or almost 0.06%. Love that. That's very well like 50% bonus XP compared to what I had before. The vicinity and the contribution XP all just adds up. And also the cheer was very pleasant to have. I should notice to cheer this guy too once he comes back. I still got a couple after all. Well, it would be very nice to also talk to him about the WoW Classic and everything once he comes back though. Really just to like get to know him better. Because this conversation, it really lifts me up. It's very nice to have somebody else to talk about MMOs with. And it seems like they got also plenty of history just like I do, so... Just going a little bit beyond just Flyff. Very nice. Okay, I can definitely tell that I wasn't getting contribution XP there. I think I got like 535. But now it's like a bit closer. I'm definitely getting a bit more. Like I'm getting closer to 0.06 now. Well, my motivation for this episode definitely rose up like tenfold from this. Like, I don't mean to say that it completely killed my motivation. But really my expectations from getting a level up were just completely at zero. But now I actually have like something to look forward to. Maybe we can get to 79 and set aside our worries. That would be a very pleasant surprise. Then I'm just gonna work my hardest to reach that point. But really, I think I'm actually restating my decision. He said he's gonna be back fully in just about an hour from here. So I think, like, I can actually go a bit over time just in order to reach level 79. I'm willing to go that far. We got just about 5 minutes before my upcut stone goes out. I think we can go serious mode for the last hour. But first, though, I'm gonna go sell my stuff, because we will need an empty inventory for this. Let me also take this chance to also message the guy that tried to tell me earlier, like, when's the next episode. Hey there, I didn't notice the message you sent at first. I'm gonna be uploading my next episode this week, and hopefully. Sorry for the 1 week delay, though. Did you see my community post? Nah, not really. I've only been coming for those Blade videos. I figured. I got sick last week, sadly. I started myself playing this class actually because of this. Oh, really? That's honestly really adorable. It's a cool class all across the board, though. It's the favorite of many. But yeah, I got sick, so I was unable to record anything. I'm feeling fine now, so I'm working hard on my next upload. Well, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. Leave it to me. The Blade's back on the menu soon enough. Well, what he did say about the fact that he actually only comes for those Blade videos, it really gives me the feeling that it really, like, gives a vote towards the idea that I actually made my videos weekly, and I made, like, guides on the side. Because really, the state of urgency of, like, people wanting to see more episodes is just, you know, it's really high up there. The demand is insane, so I think I really want to, like, make up for that. And because, like, guides are not as urgent, I suppose, I could say. They're important, but not as urgent as the videos are, these episodes are, so. I did also sell any Elementor, but this H&R style is too frustrating for me, I guess. Talk about your Elementor, though, it really doesn't suit everyone. You could try a more direct approach, like just a regular tank. Build Poster or Knight could be pretty good for that. You could also be a face tank as a Psykeeper. It's apparently one of the best to grind with at endgame. I'm not a mage guy though, so I'm not in that wagon yet. Literally the only class I don't own. Oh, welcome back. Nice. Yeah, I heard about this Reflect build on Psy. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And in general, they cast really quickly. Just the best DPS. Back to serious mode. Sorry, visitors. Still. Don't worry about it. You're doing me a big favor after all. Just you being here means a lot to me. Bullstone and Knight would be the best way for me. Or I heard about Face Tank Ranger, which is also good at higher levels. I also like Ranger, so maybe this next. Well, Knight can be a little bit rough, honestly. They're tanky for sure, but they're also pretty slow about it. As for Ranger, they do make great tanks, but not in the most conventional way possible. They're actually more like block tanks rather than regular ones. And your survival is more luck-based, and healing intervals are more intense. Can tank more than a regular spank tank though. And I can vouch for the fact that they're good for dungeons. You mean Rangers? Yeah. I've done a few solo runs on a Ranger myself. Totally doable with the right gear. But if you do want something more chill, a regular tank build character would be the thing for ya. Or H&R, but you didn't like it, so yeah. Last time a guy from my guild asked if it's doable. He tried on 120 Ranger but failed quickly. Oh yeah, the solo is only for like level 90. After that, it gets a bit too dicey. People usually run Envy Depths at 90 with a Ranger or an AoE remaster for money. I ran a Ranger regularly there too, not too long ago. But I've had second thoughts. I kinda liked my Ranger when he wasn't a dungeon grind alt. I want him back on the field to 1v1. So I'm currently working on my streams to work in my replacement and achieve a couple other things on the side too. He's so expensive though, 1v1. And I've invested about load on that Ranger. Yeah, sadly. All 1v1 auto-attack builds tend to be very expensive. BP seems to be a bit of an exception early levels, but it catches up on later ones. And well, hate to break it to ya, but blades are definitely the most expensive out of them. Sorry for being foul advertisement for the class. Hashtag shot, hashtag pay to win, hashtag just making you spend. Except of work for Gala. I never would. Was already prepared before creating. I mean mentally, not financially for sure. I don't think you could ever be properly prepared for something like this. I actually had a dream at some point where I wanted to make a blade who just had super strong gear all the way. I was planning on saving Blade to be the last, but since my leveling series did blow up past 60, well, I don't know if it would make sense that I made another blade once I got this to 90. Well, he didn't call roll to 90 for nothing. And honestly, I don't think there's much I can add anymore if I even went beyond 90. Even now I'm kind of running out of ideas what to do in episodes. Nothing else to really teach, and all I'm really doing is just grinding. And have occasional guests like you appear on my videos. But the series' original purpose has deviated quite a bit by now. So, wanna see Noben in action past 90? Just attend my streams. It'd be a lot more fun than just watching me struggle for a level for 3 videos. Run! Damn it! Sorry, no, it's too late. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna break the rules for this one. Hold on. I'll do something for you. I'm opening my second account just to impress him. I think it counts, or it doesn't matter because I'm not doing this to myself. I feel bad for him coming out of his way to help me and dying for that. Losing like 4% XP. I'm not taking that. Man, I've never brought up my ringmaster before on the videos. I think people should already know her by now if you've been watching my streams. But in this case, well, first time on Noben videos, I suppose. Now, where is the resurrection spell? There it is. Nice. Alright. I think that's enough. They're gonna get healed once they rest up. There we go. I don't know when they're gonna respawn, but that's better than nothing. Sorry, rest someone real quick. Either way, I think streams just work a lot better for leveling content later on. Maybe want some power leveling. I'm grinding at the minute. Nah, it would not be the same if I was just looking for help. Besides, it would be unfair to get YouTuber treatment. I'll be fine. Thanks for the offer, though. No problem, man. Just asking. You can cut that out. Nah, I think I'll keep it. Remind people of my integrity. Like, there's been a lot of times when people would, like, suggest me that they could power level me or help me somehow, like, financially even. And I'm like, no, don't do that, man. Like, okay, you can give me stuff if you really want to, if you want to be that way, but please do not give it on Noben. Give it on somebody else. And if it's specifically for Noben, then no thank you. I'm not taking it, because really, it would just like ruin the whole series point like that at that point. Like, it's supposed to be kind of like Bronze Man or something like that. I mean, somebody call it Bronze Man. I think it's a very fitting term. It's not really Iron Man because I'm not completely self-sufficient, not completely just, not just completely on my own, buying stuff from people, but the fact that I am still like working on my own and not really relying too much on others' help or others like investments towards my character, then that kind of like, you know, makes it a Bronze Man, so to speak. So with that being said, my own loyalties lie in the fact that I'm gonna stick to the whole point of the series, so don't be expecting me to accept anything valuable coming out my way, whether it's leveling or items. I will not take that in. But I really appreciate for people being so considerate to want to help me out. But do that for others. If you got the time to offer help to somebody, do it for others, man. I'm one of the last people to need that. I've done my leveling before. I can handle this much. But either way, I just don't think the series would last forever, sadly. Gotta cut it while it's still fun, eh? Oh, Dragoran! Hey, hi, man. It's been a while. Sure has, man. How's it going? You really went far ahead of me now. Congrats, man. Been leveling a bit. A bit. You just went a whole 10 above me. Mad numbers, man. Congrats. Almost at the access and the day set. Got some help with the DK in my quest line. Oh, that's great. Hope I'll be able to survive that. If not, then at least the mobs are very good too. Everything's gonna end at some point, sadly. But true that grinding is a way better option for stream. While you're doing the same thing, you can at least talk with people on chat. Exactly my point. And people get to enjoy my stuff without me cutting too much away. The early 80s are grind though. Yeah, a lot of questing, but definitely a lot more chill than 77 to 80 is. Quests cover up pretty much most of the EXP, and 82 plus just becomes super easy because of roaches. It's just the fact that MMO grinding would not be really that long term on YouTube. I'll happily take buffs whenever. Although I got company at the minute, so I'm good for now. Not if you're 1v1. AoE is nice there, but 1v1 not so much. Well, I used to do 1v1 as a ranger before, so maybe I got a bit desensitized by the range I got to take advantage of. But there sure are a lot of reds there. Where do you grind, by the way? Watanka? Yeah. I was normally at small Watankas, but I found company. And they preferred sticking to normals and captains. Oh, you got your first title on Watankas. Interesting. I got mine from Mushboy on my other account. Yes, I played as a death trap. I will rely on my trained senses to survive that death trap, or I'll just stick to the edges. Too bright spot for me. Can't say consuming mushrooms for a whole month was healthy for me either. But sometimes you can't afford to complain. Better than the XP at any other place until 90 though. From roaches to Trillipies. I hope my potential healer is ready for a heart attack. Given the speed I'm progressing at this point too, is part reason why I want to move this to streams. There's not much happening anymore past 70s at this point. I think getting to decaying past 80 is gonna be a really refreshing experience. But beyond that, it's gonna be basically just Mushboy all over, but doubly as long. Oh, don't worry, I know. I intend to showcase it. Gonna be really tough to solo though. Painfully slow with a knight. Way too dangerous with a ranger. I did partly with my FS, which was hard, but later on I couldn't. That's why I preferred to do it at the same time with my FS. What about Blade? You were on level of 30 combat set. Well, my saving grace is that I have my 60 set, but I think it's gonna be even worse for me. I cheesed it with kiting once the monster's enraged. Gotta do that now. Gotta have all the good food and pills ready. Or a really good healer. Oh man, that was so stressful to avoid fighting with those leaders. Oh yeah. The menace of also pulling the specific type of a leader, even with the bow. My god. Really not looking forward to it. But I gotta do it. We'll definitely need company for that. Yeah, but I need to invest in the gear again. Oh, didn't get everything yet? Pain, but huge XP and some good rewards. Exactly. Glad grinding is not a half bad option there. Decay is a world of wonder and reprieve. An 86 plus opens up the tower. Gonna be a bliss. You have Comet plus 8, but need to upgrade. Comet plus 8, wow. Congrats on that. Well, you might also wanna wait for the 105 set if you're not too squishy at the minute. But the Angel Axis, definitely. I saw somebody selling a clean one for 90 million earlier. Didn't have the money for it though. Maybe it's still there. Started doing it recently, but only solo. Never did a team one. Are the rewards better? Nah, don't think they are. Maybe there's some difficulty changes at solo, but I'm not sure. It's mainly about the quests, and the rewards are just about the same. Oh, you saw it? Did you buy it? Okay. Do you have the money for a plus 8 though? Think I saw some plus 7 or plus 8s before, but you'll have to look to remember exactly where. I think the data for difficulty changes would be in Flyffipedia dungeons. Oh, Dragon is at 1 billion. Oh, damn. Nice. Definitely gonna score some good access with that. But you might also wanna keep an eye open for a good Hannah set too. That's gonna be your go-to. Right, we're the one that had level reduction scrolls. I'll have some, yeah. Alright, fair enough. 95 only will look damn fine. If you don't mind, it certainly helps. Jump from 30 to 105 set is not just a sneeze. That's a big jump, both stat and defense-wise. I do recommend it if you can remotely afford it. That's gonna be past my pay grade though. Hello, sorry for the delay, I'm back. Woo! Peace back, boy! Nice, welcome back. Did the rest help? I brought my ringmaster in real quick to send you wake me up. He's still dead on the floor. Did you not get a prompt? I don't think those resurrects should expire. Actually, you did. You clicked no by accident? It didn't work. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I still have her here. Let me just get her up real quick. Get rid of the music and the extra sounds. There we go. She never existed, I promise. Just figured I could do that much. You came out of your way to buff me and died for that. Thanks. Are your visitors gone, or are you still quite busy? Nah, I kicked them out. Lol. Nobody gets in the way of my Flyff and my dodger time. Gotta go for now. Thanks for some convo. Looking forward for a new episode. No problem. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Wanna say hi to YouTube? I'm getting way too into this. I always do this at this point. Yikes. I'm turning too much into a casual influencer. I'm getting bad influence. Well, since you said that, you think it would be safe for me to run an amp here and now? I really want to level. All right. Let's get crazy then. No, it makes me faster. I'm trying. Oh, thank you. I love that. Of course, hi YouTube, hi chats. Your message will be delivered in live feed. Have a nice Tuesday, my friend, and take care. All right, the real power hour starts now. Unbutton your keyboard. I'm gonna rip it off my PC. I'm gonna integrate with it. Become one with the keyboard. Actually, wait, that sounds wrong. This is not working. I better buy myself a new one now. You two have a nice grinding. Totally will. Real talk though, time to hit 79. My initial goal for today. Honestly, I had my doubts I could make it before you turned up. Glad to be in this situation now. Gotta be my very last amp though. 79 is gonna be tough. I forgot to also go sell, but oh well. At least Wilchercon is nearby. For sure, Noben went Super Saiyan. He ended up being renamed into Nobito. Not that it means anything. I just had to sound a little more Japanese. Wrong show though. Better than Boruto. Man, we got a lot of company here now though. Like the Ringmaster that's AoE here is gonna make things a little bit tough. Oh well, gotta deal with what we have. Either way, I guess that means that you're going full steam now. I was missing my chat companion. I can go full steam for 1 hour. Perfect. Gonna be a mighty 1 hour indeed. Not sure if the most productive with this Ringmaster around, but best so far. After that, playing some Football Manager with friends and Flyff on second screen. Sounds good. Oh, not that thing. The AoE Ringmaster. Taking all the mobs. We can CC? If you don't mind, honestly. Would be great though. Now that I'm basically cashing out, whichever is empty. I'll check 3. 3 has an Elementor. Alright, I'll do 2. 2's looking pretty clean. Yep, all secure here. On my way. Alright. I guess I could also do with the rebuff as soon as it gets here. Ah, crap. Did it die? Oh, nice. That's why you never warp without being on board, if you can't fight. I didn't get haste for some reason. Maybe the other Ringmaster earlier gave one to me. Well, I'll give you a holler if my haste runs out. Probably because I can mental sign either. Not maxed. Yeah, my mental sign didn't get replaced either. Its scaling is definitely different than yours. Anyway, my thought process. I was talking about the other MMOs earlier. I personally got very into WoW and WoW Classic back in the days. Mainly because aside from just being completely relaxing, I was looking for an experience that felt meaningful. I played a lot of MapleStory and Flyff long time ago, and many that I forgot the names of. Oh yeah, me too. There was this weird Chinese-themed Eagle Eye View MMO I used to play a lot in the past. Maybe not a lot in the spectrum of Flyff, but I played a noticeable amount of hours of it. But I forgot its name. Oh, the Cash Cow games. Cash Cows were all we could afford as kids. In the end, my experience with WoW was also quite limited. Used to play the early expansions as a kid when my brother would allow me. And I got my own subscription during Cataclysm, which to the knowledge of most WoW players was way past its prime. Either way, what brought me to playing WoW was how fascinating it used to be in early years. The diversity and the sense of adventure. Can I have the haste now, by the way? It seems my ring buffs also need a refresh. He gave me so many random buffs. Sorry to hold you up on a full buff cycle. I guess it's one of the demerits of being known. You never know what happens. Anyway, yeah. I totally see what you mean though. I'd have times like that with the game too. And honestly, the reason why I say that I've only stuck with Flyff is because I stopped playing WoW for good some time ago. Downsides of being rich and famous? As if. Kinda reputable maybe, but not rich for sure. But yeah, I kind of fell off the grid with WoW because the game has changed so much in the recent years. It's no longer that game that felt like a stand-alone good RPG that you could play with friends. It just felt like a bunch of meaningless mini games just brought together, and the chore of doing daily quests for menial things as if it was a second job. I took Classic while I was still fresh, but I kinda messed up at some point. I don't like questing, but I could grind the same map for 12 hours straight. Feel you there? Even though I do say that a lot of WoW, I don't turn down a chill experience too. I guess you could say Flyff has always been a counterbalance. But usually when combining Flyff with playing another game with friends. Not a bad combo considering how simple the game tends to be. In fact, the problem I tend to come across way too often is that whenever I'm streaming this game, the game is too boring to just follow and chat. But it's tolerable when you play the game, but nobody has the time to talk when they play. First character was Elementor. I quickly abandoned that. Yeah, H&R is the opposite of chill. In a way, it's meditating, but it's a lot more tense than just regular 1v1 is. I'd say 1v1 and just regular AoE are the chillest ways to go. But even then, 1v1 is much more relaxing by miles. And well, I must admit, crits are pretty satisfying. 1v1 exclusive experience. I'm not sure what the other 1v1 classes are. BP probably, and Ranger, Chester, even 1v1 Knight exists. Anything that is not a Rim or a Mage. I mean, Mages can 1v1 too, but the problem stems from it not being auto-attacks. Mages are eventually forced for AoE if they want to stay on the top. Spellcasting just doesn't cut it in this game. And well, the other game I used to play as a kid was pretty nice too. Honestly felt like free-to-play WoW. Had the two sides and everything. But that game simply just died. Checked it a couple of years back. It was lucky for me to even find a player. Been playing a lot of LoL in the last 10 years, I guess. Not really anymore. I'm kind of on the same boat, honestly. Like, I used to play LoL quite a bit when I first tried it. I got into the character building mechanism. But as time went on and I got used to it, it just felt more and more like there was only a couple options. And the competitiveness kind of got to me. And well, nowadays, school on YouTube takes up so much of my time. I simply don't have enough time to maintain a skill level in LoL. I played once in a blue moon with friends. But aside from that, I basically quit it. My current policy just commits to making content and doing my school. And spending time with friends whenever I can. Last rebuff I fought and now I'm going to smoke. Alright, go ahead. But I just can't. What? Really? Why not? Buffing, fighting, typing. Release yourself from the curve. I ain't going anywhere. Oh. Everyone's loving you right now, huh? Don't make your wife jealous. Left and real jealous right now. Don't get a stick bunk. I've had way too many of those with mine. Spiteful support, I say. Seems like my inventory is also pretty full, so I gotta go BRB real quick to Village of Khan, I guess. Gonna BRB to Village. Need to sell and buy food. I don't know if the regular Blinkwing is gonna take me there, but I'm not gonna take risks. I need to save time now. Give me 2,000 star candy. We're good to go. That was a quick one. Exactly what it has to be because we're running on time here. We're gonna be making this into a 4-hour episode, like no joke. But I had to do this, literally. I had no other way to get to 799 today. But we're at 92%, so we're there in like 10 minutes, I suppose. Worth it. Should probably done that before the amp. Pancake. I should. But my heart got over me. I was waiting for this moment. Besides, knowing me, if I'm amping and going full speed, I likely will have to do a cell run in that hour. So now that's out of the way. At least the village is close by. I hope we're not back already. Watch your back. I might be. But yeah, when you get the chance, go ahead and smoke. We still got plenty of time to share thoughts. Took the laptop outside, we good. Oh, master move, I see. Guess I'll hook you up then. I'll save all mine for you, Blade. Don't let my ringmaster die. I'll take good care of him. I've trained for this. For 3 level 90s. 100 deaths by mistake should do it. Hello something, guys. It's Emenalus. Oh god, somebody found my YouTube channel. The embarrassment! Please help me! Trust me, there is no greater anxiety than watching your own content. Artist dilemma. I hate hearing my own voice on Discord. Well, you must imagine how it's like when you get to stare at your own face while recording at the same time. And also when you're editing your whole thing. Gotta tolerate it to some extent. I can imagine. You get used to it. Or then you just don't do it. But anyways, I could really tell that you were a really chill dude about this game as soon as I saw you. A lot of people wouldn't just keep their scrolls out and let them dry out while AFKing. And also, your gear. I've never seen a 1v1 Blade use Historic Axis. Caught me so much off guard. I bought them and then was like, why did I buy those? He even bought 80! Oh my god, what a legend! Well, I guess it's good to learn sooner or later, but not every set is an upgrade, or weapon in that matter. If you ever want to explore what options there are though, I recommend checking through Flyffipedia. Really good database information on stuff. Easy to look up future sets and weapons. I saw level 75 and went for it. Oh, trust me, I understand that brain off moment. Not like Flyff is your typical MMO anyway. I think you're not the only one to catch off guard. How come you didn't stick to Guardian Axes though? Did you never buy them? Or did you already sell them? And now I figured I might as well wait for level 90 Angel Axes. Sounds good. You going for Dazed or waiting for 105 set? I have the other swords. Historic swords? Retro. Oh, I see. Didn't have much money at 60, eh? I mean, retro are good, but paling comparison to Guardian Axes. First character, so money is tight. Oh, for sure. But if you were willing to spend on a red scroll, you could easily get all the money you want with that FC. In case you didn't know, there is a conversion rate for Penny to FC. A lot of people do that, especially when starting out or funding big projects. Should probably sell the red scroll to get gear, but I prefer the chilling of having my own party. Yeah, I understand that. And also, red scroll is just such a big lifesaver. So many conveniences and people will just come flocking. Never an empty party if you got the buffs running. But I do understand your fixation and your situation. It was a big pain to afford my G access at first. I got by so well thanks to flipping and merchanting. Also, too many shops, so I probably saw them first. Could be. At least your research could have definitely helped though. But Retra or Tetra are good to start with. Even Tetra are worth something now. Have the exact same stats as Retra. Yeah, about both of them. Fair enough. I would just stick to one weapon type though, because the buff doesn't apply to both. But I like the attack speed more until I have the Ring Master at 75 probably. I mean, yeah, attack speed from swords scale better. Cheat is gonna be a huge upgrade at 35. You might be able to handle moving to day set at 90. Do I still need the dex actually? Well, it depends on your gear. But since you're running just +0 armor with no hit rate weapons, it's likely that your dex is still handy. How much hit rate do you have? 43. Yeah, that's a close call. But I think 40 plus is fine. That's what I usually recommend to new players. But even then, that's thanks to your buffs. If you're a maniac like me, boy, you would be in trouble. I mean, we'll only go up as my Ringmaster levels. Or if you had dex. But strength, obviously, is a great choice. Yeah, my buffs ran out before. I almost hit the mob. You put on the blindfold for extra realism. But well, my point is, armor upgrades give you bonus hit rates. 5%, 10%, and so on. 45% at +10. But that's not necessary. My +6 that gives me 20%. And with an ample amount of dex in my stats, my hit rate is now 76%. So I'm definitely not missing my shots. Yeah, I'm just keeping the PD4 for next set. I wasted plenty. I understand. But at least +3 would already be a big upgrade. Wouldn't cost too much with low pros to get to +5 either. But then again, that all comes down to budget. Not sure how well versed you are in the upgrading part of life, but I do recommend checking my upgrading guide at least. You can make a bunch of adjustments to your gear with a little knowledge, and you likely wouldn't regret it. Well, hit rate is gonna basically define how nearsighted you are. The less you have, the more likely it is to find your face a better target than the actual enemy. Not that you hit yourself, but you get the point. But at the minute, I'm just saving up for some nice Angel Axes. Angel Axes are like 200 million plus if you even get them clean. Whereas even +3 or +5 on a set is just 2 to 10 million. Yeah, the prices used to be even worse not too long ago. I wonder what made them drop so much. But knowing about the hit rate, I will probably get my set to +3 next time I'm in town. Yeah, that's good. There's also the benefits like block rate and extra defense, but hit rate is definitely the most important. There's also a guideline for upgrade benefits in Flyffipedia. If you do ever check there, you will understand why people want +8 or +10 so badly. Buddhist sheep, so the block rate doesn't bother me that much. Definitely, and with that much bonus HP, you could probably hug a Snorlax. But well, even +3 is not expensive for sure. Same goes for jewelry. Why not spend a few million to make yourself more powerful now and to make earning more productive. Found some +7 demo yesterday. I'm happy about those. Oh, definitely. Do also keep your eyes open for my tier +1. They're slightly stronger than demo +7 and you might even come across them cheaper. Same with strength rings or pep necklace. Bunch of small upgrades to make. Well, hear from me. You made a good decision. Fill yourself with those bad boys and you're good to go. Yeah, the game is very shop intensive, but those chivalry are simple enough to find. Just checking any shop that mentions any of those names or CV should only take you a few minutes. CV stands for Clockworks, and that stands for Clockworks drops. And those items are CV drops. I do understand your alienation from shops though. Can't blame you. It's not that it fits your chill experience, but it's those little investments to make your character more satisfying. Because when you hit hard, it feels good. Alright. I'm at 8 minutes at the minute. So going on last legs. That being said, last cheer of the day. I've been recording later than usual anyway, so I'm dropping as soon as the amp goes out. A little bit on the risk zone already before going past my quiet time. But I sacrificed my life for YouTube. Your line of coke is done doing its job. Takes a sip of coke. There's 2 types. But for sure, these steroids are doing their magic. Both give you energy, more or less. Shit, don't die me, buddy. You scare me with that health bar. How is it that he's more prone to dying than me? Jesus Christ. I guess it can happen to anyone. Surprising I haven't died today yet, though. After all the work I've been doing on this. Especially with that buff sometimes. Been a few close calls, but I prevailed. I saw a lot of good food because I thought I had too much. Oh well, I can understand that too. That's why I buy Star Candy. Won't drop until I get my meat salad. But yeah, thanks for taking care of me. And sorry for holding you back. It's not over yet, but been a really pleasant time with you. Thanks for that. With you too. That's great. Although my fingers are tired. Well, stop fingering! Your left hand needs rest. At least you get a change of pace soon enough. Do you swap between characters? Because the one video I saw was level 62 Blade from a few months ago. I honestly have no idea what you mean by that. But if you mean the first episode of Blade grind, then yes. It's same character. No swaps. I just level really slowly because I only play like once a week with this. And I would sometimes skip episodes to make a guide in between. It's been really slow pace if you think about it. I saw level 62, 67 from December. I think that would be accurate. Are you impressed with the leveling speed or confused over how it's been already almost 3 months? The Gun Berserk video did get unusual amount of attention to. Porque no le dos. And I don't have the slightest clue what you just said. But either way, I quested. So I got a lot of XP. And again, I only play once a week. Thinking of uploading weekly now though. Oh, you don't speak Spanish? I think every Spanish person that is watching this video must be feeling pain from Spain. Either way, my amp is done. So you can go and play with your football. Where are you from, by the way? Finland. Nordic to the bone. Okay, my first thought was Denmark, close enough. Still in Scandinavia. People do pick up on that though. But alright, go have your fun. I'm gonna wrap this up too. Thanks again for the company, and take care. Oh, that was a very, very exciting 4 hours. It's now been 4 hours, 30 minutes. This is probably the longest episode to date. By the next episode, hopefully I'm out of your range. You better be. Otherwise, I'll be disappointed. But right, so with that being said though, guys, the episode is finally here. It's over. We did take an unusual amount of grinding on this one, but that was due to our special circumstances and because I got the chance to spend time with someone and got my chance to finally get to level 79, I had to take up on it. So next time, we'll be picking up the quest from Darkened Mayor. We'll be getting another 25% from this, so we'll be at 42%, and the rest will have to grind. Now, I don't know if we'll have any company then, but if I do have company, I'm pretty sure that we can actually make it all the way to 80 in just one episode. But that remains to be seen. But anyway, as I said before, if you are interested in having me just make these focus on making Noben videos every single week, do let me know in the comments below. I'll make guides as a secondary measure if I have the extra time, but just so we can get this series done, because in the end, this is already going very slow for a leveling series or as a gameplay series. I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so I think that would be better off. But anyway, that's all for now. You know the drill. We'll be going for 80 next week. And I hope we'll get there so we can move on to the other piece of content. But until then, it's bye-bye.